Hello, my friends of Avante Avenue. I know it's been a long time since I've had just a regular FaceTime video, but there's some things that I want to share with you today. I get a lot of comments and I get a lot of questions. And on the last video that I put out about checking prices, the pulse of prices in our local stores so that you could compare and see how yours are, well, some of you said, haven't heard from you for a while. I thought you had stopped making videos. I haven't exactly stopped making videos. It's just my focus has changed a little bit. But before I get into that, let's back up just a little bit. Mark and I moved from Ohio to Kingsport, Tennessee 7 years ago. See? Tennessee. Northeast Tennessee. And we love it here. Absolutely love it. We are surrounded by the Appalachian Mountains and it's just gorgeous. And it's very convenient to go to Virginia or North Carolina. We just, as I said, we just love it. So we've been here 9 years and a lot has changed in 9 years. Mainly what I've gotten into. Because I never do nothing. If you think I've just been sitting back in retirement, well, that sounds nice, but that's not quite what I've been doing. I may have slowed down in making videos for Avante Avenue, but I haven't slowed down when it comes to making videos. Oh no. And as far as Avante Avenue, I have made on this channel, what's it say? 413 videos. I'm a little over 12,000 subscribers, and thank you very much for that. And I have made hundreds of pack and ship videos. Yes. If not hundreds of pack and ship videos, I've at least shown how to pack hundreds, if not 1,000 different items. And pack and ship videos became the crux of my channel. I have a lot of reselling tips and things like that, but pack and ship videos ended up becoming what I was doing the most. Why? Well, when I started making pack and ship videos, I thought I had a niche, and I did. The thing is, YouTube doesn't reward pack and ship videos. But pack and ship videos aren't the only kind of videos I have on this channel. I have what sold and how I packed it. I have shop and haul videos taking you out to garage sales and church rummage sales and things like that. I have videos on selling on eBay and how to use eBay. If you have followed the channel for very long at all, you know I have a variety of videos. So why have I slowed down on making videos, you ask, right? Because I heard you. I have been very, very busy with other YouTube channels. Yes, that's the truth of it. You see, just a little over 2 years ago, I started Avante Jewelry, where I teach how to make jewelry, mostly upcycling jewelry. And if you don't know the backstory, my husband Mark and I traveled for over a decade and sold our handcrafted jewelry. But I got into upcycling jewelry, and I've been having a lot of fun doing it, and the channel has grown tremendously. It's currently over 30,000 subscribers and growing very, very fast every day. I try to put out 2 videos a week on Avante Jewelry. Now, don't get mad at me. Don't unsubscribe right now. I don't want that to happen. I just want to tell you what's been taking my time. But there's another thing. 1 year ago, I took out a booth in a local store. The store is called Just Stuff Decor and More in Kingsport, Tennessee. They had moved in right next door to the post office. Where do I go several times a week? Well, to the post office. So I went in there and they had a couple of spots left, and I hadn't done a booth for over a decade. I mean, really, really long time ago. In fact, at one point we were in 6 booths, including Michigan, Ohio and Michigan. And I won't say that any of them did that great. But, I mean, how could I pass this opportunity up, right? It's right next to the post office, so it's very convenient. They had a spot open. The rent seemed okay, plus she takes, 10%. And I thought, well, why not? Because we could liquidate some of the things that we don't. Okay, let me pause there. We could liquidate some of the things that I don't want to pack and ship anymore. Some of the large items, although I still have a fair amount of large items on eBay, but I also have been able to sell off some of the smalls where shipping has gotten so high that they weren't selling at the price that I felt I needed out of it because shipping was as high as the cost of the item. So I have pulled a lot of small items to sell in the booth. And I can tell you that smalls sell well in the booth. They do. So as I said, I've had the booth for a year and it's going pretty good. You know, it was our first summer and last month was pretty good for July. August, not so good so far. But you never know. You just really never know with a booth. So there's that. But I do have a minimum 3-year commitment to utilize the booth. And I'm going to do some videos about that booth because I've learned a lot about having a booth and what it takes to make some money in a booth, especially when you're not selling furniture or big ticket items. So we are still very much reselling. Granted, I run the reselling business, but Mark does all the shipping labels. I stopped videoing the packing because it was so redundant, and videoing items that you're packing ends up making it take twice the amount of time to pack. And so I had to make a decision of where I was going to spend my time. And as I acknowledge, I have packed hundreds, if not thousands of items, and you can find all of that in my pack and ship videos. I want to keep the channel active for a couple of reasons. Number one, so that you still have access to my pack and ship videos. I mean, from the comments I've received over the years, I feel that my videos are quite helpful to people when it comes to packing, especially odd items. And I get comments still that people appreciate my sharing the actual packing. So they're here to stay. They're not going anywhere. What I've slowed down on when it comes to videos for this channel is shop and haul videos. But that doesn't mean I don't have any shop and haul videos. You may not know, but I do have shop and haul videos on another YouTube channel, Vintage Vickie, Vickie, Vintage Vickie. I have a mix of videos over there. I have some shop and haul videos where we take you with us to garage sales and church rummage sales, and sometimes we're just visiting local towns and antique malls. I did try on that channel some walk with us videos where we went out to some beautiful destinations around here and I just kind of walk in place because that's been my exercise for the last year or so. So it's a mix. But if you want to tag along with us when we go out and look for things, check out Vintage Vickie. Again, it's Vickie. I have to say that because Vickie can be spelled so many different ways. So there's that. What else? I think that the Pulse of the Price video that I put out last week went over pretty good. And I have another one lined up for you for the restore. So that will be coming out soon. I'm probably only going to put out a few videos a month on the channel. As I said, I do want to keep it active. I don't want it to drop so much that it's not even worth having up there. And I still feel that I have valuable videos that could help you, no matter how old they might be. On a different note, I would like to start talking more about the booth, the Vintage Vickie booth, and sharing with you maybe, 5 things I've learned since I've had the booth for 1 year, or 5 of my best sellers, or what things I wouldn't buy again. I have learned a lot from having the booth. And I know some of you have a booth in addition to your selling online, whether you sell on Etsy or eBay or wherever. And a lot of you do Facebook Marketplace too. I sell some things on Facebook Marketplace, but not a lot. But one thing I have been doing lately is learning to make reels to advertise the booth Vintage Vickie, and I'm seeing a difference, meaning an increase in sales since I've really focused on making reels. Quite different from making YouTube videos. I think my first reel was horizontal because that's how I film these videos, and vertical on Facebook reels. Yeah, that was kind of funny. But anyway, if you want to join me on Vintage Vickie on Facebook, I do have a page. And I do have a page for Avante Jewelry on Facebook. And of course, as I said, the channel is Avante Jewelry. If you're not into making jewelry, don't even bother with the channel. I enjoy the community on Avante Jewelry, and I welcome those who enjoy making jewelry as well. So that's probably not for you. But Vintage Vickie, that should work. And this channel, as I said, I'm going to put out a few videos here and there. It is hard to find time. It is. I've got something going on every single day. There's never a dull moment, let alone a down moment for me, because that's just who I am. I just keep going and going like the little Energizer bunny. So that's all I really had for you. I just wanted to touch base, give you a little behind the scenes. You know, Mark and I still have dreams of traveling more and getting the boat out and going fishing. Yeah, there always seems to be something, some cog in the wheel that keeps us from doing what we want to do. And yet the years are passing by so, so fast. I don't know if you know, but I'm going to be 68 in September, and Mark will be 74 in December. So yeah, years keep flying by, and we have to pick and choose where we want to spend our time. With that said, I want to say thank you to all of you who have watched my videos over the years and come to the other channels as well. And if you have a booth, or if you don't have a booth and you've been thinking about getting a vendor booth, leave a comment either way and let me know where you are in your reselling. Do you only sell on eBay or Etsy or Poshmark, or do you sell on Facebook? Do you have a booth? Let me know where you are in your reselling. What platforms do you like to sell on? Thanks for watching. I'm Vickie, and I'll see you in the next video.
I sell on eBay, don't you say? Finding treasures every day. Vintage finds and something new. A little deal can turn a profit too. Where do you